We're doing another session with Sadie. It's a dank day, colder than usual. We're going to try to get her to accept standing next to this barrel so that me, Sonia Soklo, the urban cowgirl, can get up on the step and into the astride saddle. If that's all we do today, that's okay. That's just a step that I'd like to be able to do. And there's only Jessica and me. So I'm going to focus here on the barrel. Sadie is focusing on something way far away at a neighbor's property. Be aware, you see how her ears are up, her neck is up. I have an O-ring snaffle on her today. And the reason I did an O-ring snaffle instead of a side pull is my side pull reins were connected to the side pull in such a way that it wasn't easy to take off. The O-ring snaffle has a set of leather reins, and I put a couple clips on it to make it easy to take on and off. Because if Sadie gets away from us, for whatever reason, I don't want her stepping on reins, especially stepping on reins that are connected to a bit in the mouth. So here I come, I got my boots on, my helmet on. I'm actually hopeful that we'll get in the saddle today, but safety is number one. So I'm gonna I have clasps on these reins that are easy to open. They're split reins so that I can get lateral motion. Careful when you go over her head. See, this kind of playing around is dangerous. Good.
I'm gonna step out.
Yeah, well, you're gonna help me get up on the step. If all I do today is get up on the third step and maybe explain to Sadie that I want her to be close to the barrel, even if I'm high up on the step, then that's my next step. I'm getting closer and closer to being able to get in an astride saddle here in my arena, do a little bit of walk, trot, and canter, and then work my cow simulator, and then bring in my mini cows. We didn't even put the cow simulator up today. I just don't think we're going to get there. My objective today, one small step at a time, is to explain to Sadie that she needn't be afraid when I step up here, and I'm going to be holding on to Jessica's hand because I have not yet had my vinyl post attached here to this 3-step up. That should happen tomorrow. Can you show the vinyl post and where it will go? I have bolts, but my contractor will put it on for me. It's going to go right here, on the side, and bolt it on so that it's got strength. And I'm going to be able to hold on to this vinyl post. It's not tall enough, but he can put it up higher. So we're going to work on it. I have another such 3-step up that works just fine. It's over by my stable, but I don't want to have to move them around. They're heavy. They're not easy to move around, even though they're vinyl. So I'm going to try to make one here in the arena for me. Okay, now I've got a lead line, a cotton lead line on here that I can easily remove if necessary. I've got a crop in my hand. It's a real crop. It has this little flapper, which makes a noise if I need it. And I'm going to ask Sadie to side pass over to this barrel as she comes forward. And that's the challenge today. Will she understand? Eve, her mother, understands very well. And that's how I did a lot of my side saddle work on Eve, is I went up on a barrel and got up in the side saddle from the barrel. So let me see. Come on, Sadie. Good. Whoa, whoa. Okay, over, over. So she's going forward, back, back. Okay. Over, over. Good. There was one step with her back legs. Very good, Sadie. I'm going to remove the pressure, give her praise, making sure my lead line, if she does start running away for any reason, will not wrap around my fingers or my hand. Now, where is she looking? Remember, they look out of the sides of their eyes. She's kind of looking at my neighbor's property. She's kind of, I think, watching Jessica. I'm going to ask her to go over again. Over. Without going forward. Over. 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 Good, Sadie. Good.
That looks really good.
Yeah, is she close enough? Yeah, I think she is. If she doesn't step away when I get up on the step up. So, Jessica, if you can come here, stay to her right of her head. So if she does go forward, she can't hurt you. Make sure that the line doesn't get wrapped around your fingers. She's got split reins, so I'm gonna have a handle on them. They're around my horn right now. She might get scared as I go up. It's all right. It's all right. See, if I had my white post here, I could hang on to it. It's all right. It's all right. Now I'm taller than her. It could be real scary.
Maybe I can help you now.
Yeah, I think I'm okay. I think I'm okay. I'm going to actually put my right leg here on this barrel, which means I have to get up on the highest step. This is called a high country plastics step. Good girl, Sadie. Good girl. Look at her ears. She's listening to me. Look at her neck. She's not up-headed and stiff. Now this might be scary to her, Jessica. Be aware of it. I'm going to hold on to this prop just in case I need to get her focused. It's all right. And this barrel has some water in it, so it's not likely to fall over. No, I don't think I'm going to need it. I think we're doing this for the first time with Sadie. Good, Sadie. I half expected her to side pass away, but look at her ears. And I'm making nice with my tools. I hope you can see all of this. We might have had a camera person today, but he's not here. It's all right. I did make sure the cinch was tight. I'll tell you what, if I had a third person here, I probably would put my weight in the stirrup. But I'm not going to do that today. I am going to, though, put my toe in the stirrup. Okay, so she stepped a little bit. It's all right. She has to know what the right answer is. The idea is to stand still. Will she? Lost her focus for a moment. Let her know the saddle is going to move when I put my weight in it. No, she shouldn't be going down into the sand for any reason, even if there's grass growing through it. She's getting a little bit antsy. I really wish the third person was here because he was telling me that he was doing some YouTube searching and found a video where a cowboy was trying to get in the saddle. The horse moved over. The cowboy fell down on the ground next to the horse. The horse got scared. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. The horse got scared, turned around and kicked him in the forehead. And he survived it okay. But my helper said, whoa, I see why you didn't get in the saddle last time when Sadie moved over. And that's going to be why I'm not getting in the saddle this time. But I'm definitely getting closer to doing it with the tack that I want to use. And remember, it's a brisk day, so their behavior, their attitude's a little different. I'm going to, again, put my foot in the stirrup so she feels the stirrup on her side of her body. I'm not putting my weight in the stirrup. I'm not going to do that yet because that's yet another force that she may not understand. Now, what if she started getting upset? There were a family of 5 deer here a little while ago. What if she saw them walking and towards us and she got upset? Then the saddle, the stirrup, it would hit this barrel. And it makes a sound. That could scare her. As a matter of fact, I saw a farming program a few weeks ago on RFD TV where the farmer who was trying to train his horse to pull various farm implements made note of the fact that a particular farm implement that he was using sounded very different from the others that he showed us. And that's something you've got to think of when you're training an animal. How are they perceiving sound? Gosh, I wish I had the courage and the confidence to just hop on the saddle. But you know, because safety's number one, even though I would have the courage and the confidence, I think it wouldn't be a smart thing to do, not today. Next time though, maybe we'll have a third person here, or if Sadie does as well, to side pass towards the barrel as she did today, and I have my white pole, my white vinyl pole bolted onto this high step, maybe I'd be ready to take the next step, and that is put my weight in the saddle. Now I am going to step down. Good. And this is a new video. I make my videos no more than about a half hour long. And I am going to explain again that I am 71 years old, have 2 hip replacements, have not been riding very much in the last year because my right hip replacement needed time to gain strength and I needed confidence in it. And now I'm one small step at a time doing things like I used to do them. And my very favorite sport is cow work. So I'm moving towards showing on YouTube in my Urban Cowgirl show how we're getting Sadie, my youngster, my youngest horse, to get ready to do cow work with my mini cows, using first my mechanical cow simulators. And we are in for some rain, thank goodness. But that's not going to stop us because I have a covered square pen that has a mechanical cow simulator. And mostly what Sadie has to learn is not to go toward the moving object, but to stay back, and she has to learn that she's to work over her haunches and not make U-turns. And I'll keep emphasizing that as I do them, as I show you her progress in becoming a cow horse here at Shadrock Farms. So I'm going to step down. She's doing very well. Good. She did pretty good taking the bit. I trained her. She was born here, and I trained her how to take a bit. It took a while. It's just an O-ring snaffle, which is a real good bit to use if you're going to use a bit. Can you hold this? And before I go turn off the camera, I'm going to show you what I'm doing for safety purposes. I'm releasing this set of reins. If she does get away from us, Jessica's not very experienced. I don't want Sadie. Can you pick that up? Be careful when you pick up because you may be applying pressures here that you're not thinking about when you're trying to pick up. I've had problems in the past with that. You just have to be aware of all of the potential pitfalls that threaten safety when you're training a horse. Okay, now I'm going to, like I usually do when I take a halter off, I'm going to ask her to put her head down, near ear, far ear, and the bit falls out. I'm trying not to take the bit out until her head's down, otherwise she'll feel the pressure and maybe throw up her head and run away with a bit hanging from her mouth. And you know what? The beginning of this program is just going to be called Getting Ready to Get in an Astride Saddle with Sadie. And then every single step that we take next, we'll try to video and add to the show. Up until a half hour, and then we'll start a new show until we've gotten where we want to go. And that is Sadie doing a little bit of cow work here with my mini cows. And by the way, in years past, she has met my mini cows. When she first met my heifers, I have to tell you that I had somebody riding her who could ride her just fine, but wasn't familiar with the potential of Sadie kicking the cow. And that's exactly what happened. Sadie didn't didn't understand my mini cows at first, and she was fine. But then a moment later, she turned around, and the person that was riding her didn't have the control over the lateral flexion. She turned back. She turned around and kicked my heifer in her nose. And boy, was I afraid, but there was no injury, but it made me realize how important it is when you're riding, especially with another live animal in the arena, how you need to have control over that hind end. And the way you're going to get that control is by having control over flexion. And that's one of the reasons I use, especially on a young horse, split reins. A lot of vocab here, a lot of principles here, and I'll be explaining them one tiny baby step at a time as I continue to work with Sadie. Okay, Jessica, let's, you can get the gate open, and then as I take Sadie back to where we're going to take the saddle off, Jessica will turn off the camera for today.